2025. With 0% interest OAC, visit leons.ca for details. With the forecast for Ottawa and the Valley, here's weather specialist Denise Andriachi.
That snow moving out this afternoon for Ottawa and Smiths Falls, but still some pockets of some light snow impacting commuters around the region for the rest of this afternoon. But definitely the bulk of what we were expecting has fallen. There is that risk of a bit of freezing drizzle mixing in as everything starts to wrap up later on. So just keep that in mind that we still have the chance of some icy precipitation. It will be light, but there's still that risk through this afternoon and even into early evening. Overnight lows near -7, the guaranteed high -1.
-2 right now in Ottawa under a snowfall warning. It's 0 degrees in Smiths Falls under a weather advisory. City News time 3:13. Now the City News market update from the business center. Here's Ari Rubenovich.
Within the final hour of trading, hanging on to gains for the Nasdaq. That's up by 36 points, 0.3%, although off its high for the day. As is the S&P 500, still in the green by just over 0.1%. The Dow Jones looking at a losing session at this rate, down 180 points, or just over 0.5%. And B Street in the red, it's down 50 points, 0.25%, 20,209. Most of the losses coming in the energy sector, as well as financials, with shares in Bank of Nova Scotia down right now, weighing on Bay Street. The gold futures are up by about $12, 1,836 the ounce, and that is influencing some of the gold stocks on Bay Street. But oil is higher as well, about 1.5%, $76.85 US per barrel, and natural gas higher by about 0.3%. But the energy stocks are down 1% overall, so that sector is a bit of a weight on Bay Street. The Canadian dollar is lower by 0.3%, 73.37 cents US. At the City News Business Center, I'm Ari Rubenovich.
Beneath their gorgeous exterior, 1-800-GOT trucks were designed to be ready for anything.
How about construction site job?
All you have to do is point.
Retail, grocery store, warehouse. On this job?
Point, point, point.
How about the monumental job left after a fire, a flood, or a hurricane?
This time, you'll need to do it with your other hand.
Why?
Because the first hand will be tired from all of the pointing.
I see your point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JOB or visit 1-800-GOT-JOB.com.
Start back at zero. That ain't gonna happen.
Days on FX and City TV Plus.
It's not so hard to build an empire. You need to know exactly who we did the bit.
You don't want to do this.
Wrong answer. It's not easy.
Trump is going to war.
Dan's here.
The fall, the final season. Wednesdays on FX and City TV Plus. Available with Prime Video channels. Number 1 for local news in Ottawa and the Valley. This is City News on 101.1 FM and 1310 AM.
-2 right now, some light snow, a snowfall warning in effect. Good afternoon. I'm Perushka Gopal-Kista. Here's what's making news right now. A snowfall warning in effect for Ottawa with about 1 to 3 centimeters of snow on the way. This also means a winter weather parking ban coming into effect tonight at 7 p.m. It looks like there's more cash in the city's draft budget for road operations, which includes operations for both the winter and summer. And one city councillor hopes that Wellington Street will reopen at least by next month. The street has remained closed to traffic since the convoy last year. It's time now for City News Sports from Sportsnet. Here's Alex 6-0.
Well, it's another big one tonight in Canadian Tire Center. Mads Søgaard gets the nod in goal when the Ottawa Senators try to sweep this 2-game series against the Red Wings. Ottawa with a chance to pull within 3 points of the second wildcard spot. Red Wings making a change in goal as well as Philly Husso draws the start. Face off at 7 o'clock, 1 of 10 in the NHL tonight. Boston goes for an 8th straight win as they're in Calgary, and Sportsnet 1 will have to call it 9. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oilers have cleared $3 million in cap space and will likely add a defenseman before Friday's trade deadline. They have sent Jesse Puljujarvi to the Carolina Hurricanes for prospect Patrick Puistola. Let's get to baseball. The Blue Jays playing a pair of games this afternoon, and in Dunedin, Toronto is leading Detroit 4-1 in the 6th inning. This saw Jays top prospect Ricky Tiedemann looking really sharp out of the bullpen, striking out a pair in his first inning of work. Chris Bassett got the start, giving up a run in 2 innings of work, while Santiago Espinal 2 for 2 with a pair of RBI singles. Over in Clearwater, the Jays are trailing Philadelphia 5-1 in the 6th inning. And the Raptors and Bulls head to Scotiabank Arena tonight. Toronto is in a play-in spot, holding down the 9th seed with Chicago a game and a half back in 11. Fred VanVleet is back in the lineup tonight, and tip-off is 7:30. From the Sports Center, I'm Alex Sixero.
Heart failure is one of the leading causes of hospitalization in Canada, and that number continues to rise. Through groundbreaking collaborative research, the Ted Rogers Centre for Heart Research is improving the lives of Canadians like Heather.
For the last 33 years, I've been living with a rare genetic heart condition that could cause sudden cardiac death, but I have the best support to go the distance, thanks to my care team at UHN.
The Centre is creating a world free of heart failure. To learn more, go to tedrogersresearch.ca.
Find lifestyle inspiration at every turn. Appliance Canada is the place to begin. We want you to think about luxury appliances in a whole new way. With brands like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Thermador, Gaggenau, Heston, and more. Call, click, or connect with us online today. Appliance Canada. For your home. For your life. Commence joining today at appliancecanada.com/lifestyles.
You're with City News. I'm Scott Burnett. Nissan has announced a major recall for cars sold across Canada and the U.S. Some 700,000 Nissan Rogue and Nissan Rogue Sport SUVs ranging from model years 2014 to 2022 are being recalled due to ignition keys that could allow the car to be turned off while in motion. Nissan says a defect could collapse the key while in the vehicle's ignition, separating the fob and making it possible for the driver to accidentally shut off the car while driving. Customers will be notified by letter of the recall, followed by an invitation to repair. Owners with an immediate problem should contact the dealership. Eric Dennis, ABC News. A former executive from FTX has pleaded guilty to conspiracy and wire fraud charges as part of a deal to cooperate with federal prosecutors over the case against FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. Today's guilty plea by Nishant Singh, the cryptocurrency company's former engineering director, is the third in connection with what prosecutors call one of the biggest frauds in history. The charges the 27-year-old agreed to plead guilty to carry potential penalties of up to 75 years in prison if he fails to fully cooperate, including by testifying at any trials. Meantime, Bankman-Fried is awaiting trial with his parents in Palo Alto, California, after signing a $250 million crossover Congress in his bond. Russia's leader has ordered officials to tighten control of the border with Ukraine after a spate of drone attacks.
The alleged Ukraine drone strikes deliver a new challenge to Moscow more than a year after its full-scale invasion of its neighbor. One drone crashed just 60 miles away from Moscow in an alarming development for Russian defenses. While Putin hasn't referred to any specific attacks in a speech in the Russian capital, his comments come hours after drone attacks targeted several areas in southern and western Russia, and authorities closed the airspace over St. Petersburg in response to what some reports say was a drone. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
A check of traffic and weather together next.
Attention business owners, you can advertise in the NHL playoffs and Blue Jays games and reach local customers only with Sportsnet Now. Hi, I'm Nathan Martin, digital sales strategist with Rogers Sports and Media in Ottawa. Rogers has one of the largest and most robust digital networks in Canada, and we offer the option of fully managed services if you prefer personal assistance. To find out more, email advertising@ottawa.citynews.ca.
Hydro One is modernizing its Maryville transformer station to meet the growing electricity needs of Ottawa. On Monday, March 6th, Hydro One is hosting a pre-construction community open house to share construction plan details, key milestones, and take your feedback. You're invited to Hydro One's pre-construction community open house on March 6th at the Tanglewood Park Community Center. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Please visit hydroone.com/MaryvilleTS for more information.
City News, traffic and weather together on the ones. Now Ottawa and the Valley's most frequent traffic reports.
I'm Jamie Montgomery with City News Traffic. The roads are snowy and slippery, so allow for extra travel time today. Take a look at the roads. We've got westbound delays on the Queensway from Nicholas to Bronson, eastbound on the Queensway at Rochester, eastbound on the 174 from Split to Montreal Road. Some slight delays eastbound, Hunt Club at Prince of Wales. We have a collision in Gatineau on Maloney, westbound at Maine. The light post is on the ground. It is in the right lane. We also have a collision on Bank and Lynch, and closed Highway 174 between Trim and Quigley Hill due to a collision. Now it's until Wednesday, visit Shoppers Drug Mart for the bonus redemption event and get more for your points. A Shoppers Drug Mart exclusive. Restrictions apply. Offer valid in store and online. With forecast for Ottawa and the Valley, here's weather specialist Denise Andriachi.
Still impacted by some light snow throughout the rest of this afternoon, but the bulk of what we were expecting has already fallen here in Ottawa and Smiths Falls. Guaranteed high of -1 today, and because those temperatures are flirting with the 0-degree mark, we are seeing that chance of freezing precipitation just kind of lingering into these scattered flurries as we move through the second part of the afternoon and evening. Overnight lows are near -7. We have scattered flurries in the forecast for Wednesday, very light in nature, both Wednesday, Thursday. Our guaranteed high today -1.
Left wing, right wing, or center. Here's a show everyone can agree on.
Check out the Steve Warren Sports Show on City News every Saturday morning.
Steve Warren and Greg Kennedy are all over the latest Senators news with interesting and sometimes brutally honest analysis.
Plus, they serve up news from other hot sports subjects that matter to you.
Minor hockey, pro football, baseball, and more. It's end-to-end sports talk.
Saturday mornings at 9 on City News, 101.1 FM, and citynews.ca.
Welcome to the Hall of Dreams. Let's see what Tuesday's Lotto Max jackpot of an estimated $55 million plus an estimated 4 Max Millions could get you. Here's Anne's dream of trying every world cuisine on location. There's Stuart looking at his private golf course from his private plane. The dreams that dreams dream of. This Tuesday's Lotto Max jackpot is an estimated $55 million plus an estimated 4 Max Millions. Why dream to the min when you can dream to the max?
I'm Peter Fraser with Credential Q-Trade Securities and Alterna Wealth Management. Happy New Year! What are the prospects for 2023? Global conflicts, climate change, the economy can all impact your financial security, your estate planning, and your investments. This year, why not make your financial plan an important part of In With the New? Grow your investments and secure your retirement and estate. Reach me today at moneymondays@alterna.ca.
You're with City News. More than a week after actor Tom Sizemore suffered a brain aneurysm, a representative of his family is now deciding to decline matters. A statement released last night from his family that there is no further hope and has recommended a decision. Sizemore collapsed 10 days ago at his home in Los Angeles and has been hospitalized ever since in critical condition, in a coma and in intensive care. The statement says the brain aneurysm was the result of a stroke. The 61-year-old Sizemore has been praised for roles in films like Saving Private Ryan, Heat, and Black Hawk Down, but also struggled for years with drug abuse arrests and run-ins with law enforcement, including domestic violence and abuse allegations. The U.S. Supreme Court is meeting today to hear 2 cases challenging President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. At stake is forgiveness of up to $20,000 in debt for more than 40 million Americans. The court may not rule until June, and the pause in student loan payments is set to end 60 days after the court cases are resolved. Biden's administration is not saying whether it's exploring other options for canceling debt if it loses its court appeals. Mexico's president says Tesla has committed to building a plant in the industrial city of Monterrey.
President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador said the promise came in phone calls he had Friday and Monday with Tesla head Elon Musk. It would be Tesla's 3rd plant outside the U.S. after Shanghai and one near Berlin. Lopez Obrador had previously ruled out such a plant in the arid northern state of Nuevo Leon because he didn't want water-hungry factories in a region that suffers water shortages. But he said Musk's company had offered commitments to address those concerns, including using recycled water. Tesla is expected to announce more details Wednesday, along with plans for its Gen 3 vehicle platform at its annual Investor Day. I'm Julie Walker.
This is City News. I'm Scott Burnett. At the City News Business Center, I'm Ari Urbanovich. The big Canadian banks continue to report earnings. Scotiabank reported a big drop in profits by more than 30%, and that was partly due to poor interest rate differentials as well as exposure to some more volatile foreign markets. Carl D'Souza is at DBRS Morningstar.
Broadly with Scotia, their international banking division, which has a focus on Chile, Colombia, Mexico, and Peru, is very unique compared with its peers. However, that focus on their international banking segment has also weighed on their performance. The returns on capital the bank has deployed into international markets over the past decade haven't really been commensurate with the risk that they've taken. They're going to continue in those markets, obviously, but they're going to pursue targeted growth.
Loan loss provisions also tripled to nearly $700 million. Shares in Bank of Nova Scotia, a big weight on Bay Street, down right now by more than 5%. Bay Street is down right now 0.25%, 53 points, at 20,209. Now, gold's futures are higher by about $11, 1,836 the ounce, and gold stocks are higher on Bay Street, as are materials. We have the price for oil up more than 1.5%. It's just under $77 US per barrel. The Canadian dollar down 0.3 cents, 73.35 cents US. And GDP data for the fourth quarter in Canada came in much lower than the expected 1.6% growth figure that was estimated by analysts. In fact, the Canadian economy contracted by 0.1%, and preliminary estimates point to a 0.3% growth forecast for the first quarter. The Bank of Canada is very likely to pause the interest rate hikes at the March meeting, and April's opportunity could depend on the next jobs report. Wall Street is a mixed picture. The Dow Jones is lower by 190 points. The S&P 500 is now in the red, but only by 2 points. And the Nasdaq is up by just over 0.25%. At the City News Business Center, I'm Ari Urbanovich.
Online betting is booming. Booyah! You could win big.
But you could also lose. And that's a reality nobody's shouting about. Learn about online gambling risks and safer play at knowtherisks.ca. A message from the Responsible Gambling Council.
Remember the days of discounts? Well, that hasn't happened since all this mask stuff started years back. But now, everything seems to be falling into place. Goods are flowing, inventories are arriving, and the winter sale is back at Orms. Visit online for prices and all that. Visit in person for inspiration, ideas, and great help to bring your project to life. The Orms winter sale is on now. Orms Furniture. You're ready for the good stuff. Just click ormsfurniture.ca.
And now your business travelers report for tomorrow. In Montreal, a few flurries, 1 degree. In Toronto, some light snow, and 2 degrees. In Calgary, sunny, cloudy tomorrow, -3. Edmonton, -6 tomorrow. And in Winnipeg, -13. Mark Day is our news director. We are #1 for local news in Ottawa and the Valley. This is City News, 101.1 FM and 1310 AM. Don't forget to wake up with Rob Snow weekday mornings from 6 to 10, and then have your say on the Talkback Hour with David Smith from 9 to 10. Listen live on your smart speaker, and it is now 3:30.
#1 for local news, traffic, and weather for Ottawa and the Valley. This is All News Afternoons on City News 101.1 everywhere.
Good afternoon. This is Tuesday, February 28th. I'm Perushka Gopal-Kista. Right now in Ottawa, -2, some light snow. It's 0 in Smith Falls. Here's what's making news right now. Ottawa remains under a snowfall warning, but this winter weather is not done with us just yet.
And we could see a bit of freezing drizzle mixing in with whatever leftover scattered flurries we have for the later part of the afternoon.
The city's roads manager says extra cash in the draft budget for winter operations typically reserved for future growth, not any expansion of services.
A local councillor says the city is using a safe and serious approach to reopening Wellington Street, aiming to make this happen towards the end of March.
It's another big game. The Ottawa Senators will try to take down the Red Wings for a second straight night, and it sounds like Patrick Kane is indeed heading to the New York Rangers. Sports at 45. Bay and Wall Streets are mixed as interest rate concerns settle down south of the border. AP report for the fourth quarter is in. Business at 56.
City News Time, 3:31 now. Traffic and weather together. Here's Jamie Montgomery.
Good afternoon. The roads are snowy and slippery, so allow for extra travel time. Watch for crews out plowing and salting the roads. We do have some winter weather parking ban in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Big volume delays right now westbound on the Queensway from Indy to Bronson, heading in Woodruff, Pinecrest. Eastbound on the Queensway at Rochester, we've got delays. Eastbound on the 174, split to Montreal Road. Northbound Island Park, busy right now, close to the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. That's due to the collision that we have southbound Island Park and the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. We also have a collision at Bank and Lynch and close Highway 174 between Trim and Quigley Hill due to an earlier collision. Tonight's bottleneck jackpot is an estimated $55
much tapered off for Smiths Falls. Now we have a risk of a bit of freezing drizzle, and this takes us through the evening. Very light in nature, but even just a little bit of icy precipitation creates for some very slick conditions, and this will have been on top of all of that snow. So just slow down on the drive, even though we're not necessarily in storm mode throughout the later part of the afternoon, evening. Still a bit unsettled. We're down to -7 overnight. Our guaranteed high today, -1.
It's -2 in Smiths Falls, some light snow, snowfall warning in effect, and that weather advisory has just ended in Smiths Falls, and there it's 0 degrees.
Traffic for Sportsnet. It's NHL trade season. Find out every move the second it happens with the most trusted insiders in the game. Hockey Central Trade Deadline. Friday on Sportsnet.
City News Time, 3:33.
City News weather alert.
Now, Ottawa remains under a snowfall warning, but this blast of wintry weather is winding down across eastern Ontario. The prediction was for around 15 centimeters of snow, and so far, Environment Canada says that the Ottawa airport recorded 12 centimeters of snow, with 9 in Gatineau and 14 in Kingston. As we hear from City News weather specialist Denise Andriachi, this winter system is moving out, but it's not totally done with us yet.
So it has been really steady, and we've seen quite a bit of accumulation, and we've got another few centimeters to go. On average, 10 to 15 centimeters has fallen, and we could see an additional 1 to 3 centimeters this afternoon before it wraps up.
Now there's a risk of freezing precipitation mixing with flurries during the afternoon and evening commutes. Now Ottawa is under a snowfall warning, but that winter weather travel advisory has just ended for Smiths Falls. City News Time, it's 3:34. Transit will also be impacted because of all this messy weather. OC Transport says delays are expected, and they're asking transit riders to be patient if they're hopping either on the bus or the O train. The Ottawa International Airport also seeing several delayed and cancelled flights, so be sure to check your flight status ahead of time. Now, a winter weather parking ban also coming into effect tonight. This is so that crews can clear all the snow from the roads. The parking ban will continue until 7 tomorrow morning, but these hours could be extended depending if more time is needed for crews to plow the roads. City News Time is 3:35. There's an extra $3.5 million in the city's draft budget for snow clearing operations.